Hey everyone, this is Joss here. I'm doing kind of a different video today. When I was looking to buy some new golf grips, there were so many options out there, but I ended up going with a product called Champkey. So I'll show you what it's all about, do a little bit unboxing, and then I'll show you if I'm any successful at putting them onto my golf clubs. I got a set here of old Ping I2s and then a bunch of various clubs. But this was given to me by my wife's grandfather. The grips on them are better now. They were pretty disgusting. I cleaned them up. They turned out pretty good. But anyway, I sold other clubs, so now I had extra money. So I thought, why don't I put some good golf grips on these ones? So I'll show you how that goes. All right. Like I said, I got some Champkey grips. I'll try to do an unboxing. So here I just got this open and this is what comes in the package. First impression is that they look pretty sharp. I went with gray. I thought if I went with something too flashy like orange or red, I don't know, it wouldn't be me. Plus maybe I'll be a bit more show off whenever I'm any good at it, but for now we'll stick with the gray. A lot of guys, when they do reviews, they do a little sniff test to tell you what it smells like, and doesn't smell like much at all. First impression in my hand, again, they look pretty sharp. The cord that they use is not fully straight, but I mean, when you pay $2 a grip, it's about what you can expect. But they look nice, they feel good. I ordered the mid-size, but truly, they don't feel much different than whatever this is. Which, I don't know, it might be mid-size too, who knows. If I finish open the kit, as you see, there is a knife here. There's the liquid spray that you need. There's the tapes. And they gave up a little block. The first thing they tell you is that you need to secure your clubs in a vise. I guess you put this in the vise. I have, as you see, a bunch of tools here. But the one thing I don't have is a vise. So I'll make, or try to make, a little impromptu vise with this clamp over here and this thing. See how it goes. So I went ahead. I found a different kind of clamp. And I hope it's going to do the trick. I'm trying to keep the face fairly square. And I'm going to try to take this one off. If you're not a dummy and you use a knife, you know that you don't want to pull it towards you. You want to pull it away from you. So I'll try to do this without cutting myself. Another thing to consider is if you have graphite shaft instead of metal shaft, be sure to not do this because you'll screw up your golf clubs. This came out super easy for the grip. I'll see how well the tape comes off. Overall, it doesn't seem too terrible. So what I did now is I got a bucket, or a Canadian Tire bucket. I put some spray nine in there, and I'll try to just make this all clean before I try to go and install my new grip. You know, in pro shops, they try to make you think like you can't do this. And it's too early to tell if they're right and I'm wrong, but got a feeling that, you know, if you got a good head on your shoulders, you can probably do this. If you're anything like me, I'm on the cheap side of things. This is why I'm getting Champkey grips instead of Golf Pride grips. And yeah, every place where I can save a little tiny bit of money, I'm gonna try to do that. Here you gotta measure to make sure that you don't put your tape too short. So what I'll do, I'll just go a little under or wherever the grip's gonna cover it, and I'll make a mark pretty close to that length, so then I can put my tapes on and go from there. So really I have to put tapes on. I have to cover this stuff with the grip tape solution, put grip tape solution all over this thing, collect it so that it doesn't drip everywhere. And I think we're about to get the first grip on. Alright, so I was trying to figure out, do I remove the blue part or the white part first? But if you see and notice, the white part kind of has like, it's splitted. So I'll do it this way. I'll remove one side of the white, kind of gum it on there. They say to let it hang about 1/4 of an inch over the top of your club. So I'll try to do that. You know, golf is already so expensive that if there's a way that you could save, you know, a little bit of money, with something like grips, it would be nice. Because, you know, if you go to our local golf store here is, what is it, Golf Town? In Golf Town, they're going to charge you 14 bucks a piece for some Golf Pride grips, which I'm sure are very nice. Very, very nice, I hope, for that price. But then they'll charge you another $3 per grip to put them on your clubs. And right now we're trying to figure out if that's a good investment, that $3. So far it looks okay. I'm gonna try to come around. It's just the first one. First one's obviously gonna be a bit more tricky than the rest. I hope I get the hang of it. Maybe next year I'll be able to do your clubs. Start a little side business. Foxhole grip tape, golf club installation, I don't know. It doesn't really have a ring to it. So far so good, I gotta say. I think it's when I put the actual grip on I might screw it all up. But right now, got this. It's not too bad. There you go. We got tape on there. It doesn't really like fill that hole as much as I wish. Maybe next one I'll come up a little bit higher. But I think we're in good shape here, boys. Alright, so I think this is where things are about to get messy. So what I have here is this grip tape solution. It says it's supposed to smell like a lemon. That's cool. And it's supposed to work with all tapes. So we're going to see how well it works. I've seen guys do it. I forget the names, but yeah, a lot of Golf Channel kind of show you how to do this. Oh, there you go. Obviously, it's like it's sealed, so I look like a dummy. All right, so this thing is like a solvent. So we'll see what that does to my little delicate fingers. All right. Put a good amount in there. Don't know if that's enough. Do a whole bunch. So the trick here is that you, again, I'm saying this as if I know, but seen some guys like take a bucket, so you put the bucket underneath your club because you want that stuff to go all over the tape itself, not just inside your tube. I might do a little bit more because I'm kind of scarish that I won't have enough. I know if you don't have enough, it's trouble city, because then it's gonna stick before it needs to, before you're ready. So we'll do this. Like right now it seems to be well lubricated. See how well this goes on to slide this thing on there. Alright, so I got a bit of the solution here on it too. Hope it doesn't take away like the color or whatever. Well, surprisingly it slid on okay, and now I'll just try to line it up so that it's pretty square. But even if it's not fully square, truth is you know, I slice way off to the right, so it doesn't really matter how square it is. But see, that looks nice. See, I got my Champkey, I got the arrows, I got the club square, ping eye 2, good stuff. First one done. I think you gotta let these things dry for like 20 hours or something. Truly, I think it didn't go too bad for the first one. I'll try to see if I can do what is it, like 12 more of these things, see if I can get any better by the end of it. But first impression is not bad at all. I mean, who am I kidding? It's not like that little arrow here on the grip is gonna make me hit the ball any straighter, but it's not too far off, so we'll see. They do feel a little bit bigger than my other ones. I said they were the same, but they do feel a little bit bigger. We'll see how well that goes on the course. All right. You know, I'm all worried about getting these grips straight. And look at this one. Like, that one is not straight whatsoever. So, really, what's the worst I can do? I can almost only make it slightly better. I just got done my second peeling of my second grip. I feel like the guy that did grips before me just put a second layer of tape over the first one. You know, to be honest, I don't know if it's good or bad. I just imagine because it's lazy, it's probably not the best thing you could do. But I don't know, seems all right. Like I said, for this one, what I'll try to do is just leave myself more room for the tape. I'd like to wrap it as kind of like this nice tulip at the end, just to prevent things from getting into that like hole that you have on your grips. So I'll leave more tape so I can twist it here. See how that does. Keep in mind, like, I wash these things, but I make sure that they are dry before I go and try to put some tape over it. But so far my little Vise thing is working fine. So these things I highly recommend at Princess Auto. You can catch them on sale for a good deal. Cheaper than a Vise. So we'll see if I'm better with my second tape. Yeah, honestly, so far so good. Unless I take a swing with these things and the grip just clean comes off. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But unless that happens, I think I don't think it's super difficult to do. It is time consuming a little bit, but I mean, what is not? Who says you can only have fun on the course? You can enjoy yourself while you're maintaining your equipment, so to speak. For me, I mean, having had these clubs here for free, it just gives me just that much more of an incentive to try to, what would you call it, maybe restore them, or just, you know, just take good care of them, to be honest. Again, you don't want to be cheap with this stuff. There's no point. I think there should be plenty to do my, you know, clubs. I'd be handling some $1,200 clubs. Maybe I'd be more inclined to go and pay some guy to do it. But that's gonna be just fine for me, honestly. Just the rotation. I find you get like quite a bit of play, like even after you've installed it, you get to move it around for a few minutes at least. I don't know, I haven't tried to really screw up my first one yet. Like, I'm hesitant to play with them, but truly I feel like I can adjust them pretty good. You know, nothing too crazy, but like I said, I'm no Tiger Woods in the making. If I can go and maybe play 4 rounds this summer, I'd be pretty happy with that. No, I like it. They feel good. Like I said, a little bit bigger than the originals. And they look pretty sharp too. Like that kind of gray and black. Like I said, you could get more flashy colors, but if I'm a flashy player, then I'll play with flashy colors. But for now, we'll keep it simple. Hey, all right, everyone. It's getting pretty late and dark, as you can see. But I managed to do all 13 grips. I think it took me anywhere between like 2 and 3 hours. You know, it's a process. You gotta peel the tape off and I don't know, play with them to try to line them correctly. Looking back at it, I feel like I could have had my first couple of clubs a little bit straighter, but I got better as it went along. The grips, I like how they feel, I like how they look. Like, it really kind of makes your clubs look new or newer anyway. And no, I think overall it was a good experience. We'll see how they look tomorrow when everything's all dried up. See if I still slice just as much, probably. But anyway, it's been good, it's been nice. And that's it for the Champkey grips. So here's a final look at them. They are looking pretty sweet, all of them. The one trick I would give you guys is like, don't be cheap on the solvent. If you buy a old used set for 200 bucks, you're probably not going to put 200 bucks worth of grips on it. So that was my case. Well, I'm about to test those grips for the first time on a real course. I'm here at Stonehurst. That's off of Homestead Road in Moncton. And kind of my first time playing this course. So short little par trees all over the place. So we'll see how we do. That's my ball. That's my flag. Let you know. Probably not good. Alright, so tough start. Triple bogey on the first par 3. We'll see if I do better with the remaining of the course, but gotta tell you, it has nothing to do with my grips. I do like them, you know, I like how they're mid-size, a little bit bigger. Just gotta work on my game, that's all. So I don't know that I'll do every hole like that. Maybe give you a final scorecard to humiliate myself. But long story short, the grips are good and should be a good day. We did bad on second hole. I ended up hitting it 8 times to put it in on this little par 3. But now on my third hole, just hit a little 9-iron. It was my first good shot of the day, which, you know, you can kind of expect that if you've never golf or you're trying to get into it. It could take a while for you to loosen up. But yeah, I'm going to try to not put too much pressure on myself. Just enjoy the morning and yeah, have a good time with it. I'm gonna try to hit this little hybrid club, first time ever, so don't be judging me. Might be way too big for what I need to, I don't know. Well, after that horrible slice in the wood, we got away pretty good. I ended up doing my double bogey on this par 3. And best hole of the day so far. I ended up chipping it not too far away from the hole, and like a decent putt on my 4th stroke. So getting better, you know, getting better. Here I'm gonna try to hit my 7, I think it's a hybrid. It says utility club 24 degrees on this par 3. I find it's hard to gauge which club to use, you know, being a new golfer and all. And try to aim that one straight at the pin, but hopefully it doesn't go too far to the right. So let's go, Jess. Wow, that's my best shot of the day by far. I think I read the club right too. Would you look at that? That's by far my best golf shot ever. So gonna take a minute to soak that in. Almost made it to the green, so tells you about my skills. Well, that looks good, but unfortunately it took me 2 different chips to get here. I'm gonna try to putt this for a bogey. Worst comes to worst, I should get away with a double bogey, and that's fine by me. Well guys, just did my first bogey. Not double bogey, not triple bogey, but bogey. So I guess those grips are fire. Well, the grips were good. Me not so good. I doubled pretty much the score. If I made par on every hole, I would have scored 27, and I ended up scoring 53. So not very hopeful. Gonna need way more practice. But you know what? After all, it was a pretty good way to start my morning anyway. Even if there was a bit of frustration, but you know, the course is gonna humble you. So all in all, at the end of the day, if you're looking to change your grips, probably go ahead and order yourself some from Amazon if you got the time. I don't think if I paid $250 for grips at the pro shop, I would have scored any better. So try to keep it on the cheap, have fun, and work on your game. Take care.